inspection and so on, and they granted me a license. That means that the diploma that a student gets from Air Travel and Related Studies Center in Kenya is the same that someone in London, in the US, in UK, in the US, UK, wherever it is, Australia, Japan is getting.
All right.
So that means I can be able to get jobs anywhere in the world.
All right. So from what I'm understanding from what you're sharing is that you have the end in mind.
Yes.
Before you even offer the course to the student, you already have the end in mind. The industry where they're going to work, where they're going to get the exposure in terms of attachment.
Yes, that's right.
I'm just curious to understand.
Okay.
How do you integrate what you offer at Air Travel and Related Studies Center with the industry trends? How do you infuse it into your program so that one of the biggest complaints out here is that what graduates come out with is not what the industry needs.
That's not the whole the world of works requires.
So how are you addressing that challenge?
We are very lucky, first of all, to have a working relationship with IATA because their syllabus are very current. Actually, IATA does a lot of reviews almost on a daily basis about the industry and the current trends. So the curriculum itself already is good. Then we infuse that with guest speakers who come from the industry, what are the current trends and so on and so forth. And besides that also, we put in some more in terms of how should our students behave when they go for an industrial attachment? What is expected of them? How do they get, to earn a job? How do they get to write CVs that that will catch the minds of those prospective employers and so on and so forth? So I must say that both IATA, which is International Air Transport Association based in Montreal, Canada, and ICM, a second body based in London in the UK, is one of those very well and globally recognized in terms of offering what is current in the world of travel, tourism and hospitality.
Right. So those are the global partnerships, and also you spoke about your local networks.
Yes, that's right, which I've never had issues with industrial attachment and so on and so forth.
So let's talk about the courses,
Yes.
We could be having these conversations. Somebody is interested in knowing, okay, so you talk about a good place, it's boarding, it's attachment guaranteed. And then what are these courses?
That's right.
And related studies. What are these studies?
And before I go to the courses, there's a fourth pillar, the final one, that I don't want to let my students just go after they have done their programs with me. So I went through the Ministry of Labor, Department of National Employment Authority, and I had a different company set up. It's called Aviation and Hospitality Solutions Limited, with the sole mandate of providing employment for students who are graduated with me. Right now, as I talk to you, you have students who are going to Serbia in Eastern Europe. We are working on Australia, New Zealand. We are working on, all over the world, so that these students, because they have international qualifications anyway, they can be able to get jobs all over the world. Now, coming to the programs that we offer, as I mentioned, Safrine, I did a deliberate effort to ensure that we specialize in travel, tourism, and hospitality. And the first program and our programs take 2 years, that is 1.5 years in class, and 6 months industrial attachment. And the first program that we offer is food production.
Food production.
Culinary arts. When clients get to the country, if you're from Italy, you want that macaron, you want that pizza, prepare the way you have it in Milano, in Roma, wherever it is that you're coming from. So you must train chefs. And you don't have enough chefs in the world as I talk to you. We must train chefs who will be able to, prepare meals according to international standards. And I must say that my students end up in 5-star hotels only because of the quality of training that I have impacted on them over the 34 years. So that's the first program that we offer. So if you want to be a chef, then you don't look further. It is Air Travel and Related Studies Center.
Food production.
Good food production. Second program that we offer is hotel management. We need to train students who can be able to, learn about the various departments that a hotel has. It has a kitchen, it has restaurants, it has a reception, it has rooms, and so on and so forth. So a whole manager, somebody who is all-rounded to be able to, run a hotel, human resource, and so on. Another 2-year program, 1.5 years in class, and then, of course, 6 months industrial attachment. Then the third program that we offer, Safrine, is a program in travel and tourism. Anytime you see a client or a tourist in this country, that safari has been organized well in advance. So We need to train people who can be able to arrange safaris for clients. When clients get to the country, if they're getting in the evening, they go to Kempinski. From there, they go to Shaba in Samburu. From there, they come to Mount Kenya Safari Club, somewhere at a tree hotel like the Ark or Treetops, then Nakuru, Naivasha, Mara, and end up with a dinner at the carnival and some excursions when they're in the country.
And you have to agree with me, there's a lot of people demand that a lot these days.
That's right.
People have become, you know, they want to relax. They want to discover destinations. They want to go to different countries. They do not know what activities and what interesting things they can do. So there is demand for...
There's demand for it. Remember that last night, the figures that came out, 4.5 million tourists are actually domestic tourists. Another 2.7 are international. So actually, the domestic tourism is growing at a faster rate than the international. And for Kenya to get 7-point-something million tourists in a year is a huge achievement because you have a broad middle class, as I talk to you, and this is set to grow over a long period of time. So those who want to do ticketing, because sometimes safaris also end up with, you know, a flight to the Mara or a flight to the coast, maybe to Malindi or Watamu. Those who want to do that program, then the program is called International Travel and Tourism. And then you have a license to train cabin crew students. These are people who serve food and serve beverage when the aircraft is in the air. We are talking about people who, not just about serving food, but ensuring that our clients, our passengers are comfortable before they get to the country. Because flights are long. New York, Nairobi, 13 hours on Kenya Airways.
It can be tiresome. It
is tiresome. So who is that person? Is a person on a cabin crew? Sometimes they say air hostess or flight attendant. A person will be able to ensure that not just the food and meals actually, but the comfort of our clients when they get here when they are still fresh. And that is where actually our hospitality starts. If you come on Kenya Airways and the way they're taken care of inside the aircraft, that tells exactly how how our country is. The other program that we offer, the next one, is called tour guiding.
Tour guide.
Yes, so when clients get here, and I'm a tour guide by profession, when clients get here, they expect to be shown the country, the flora, the fauna, the cultures of the people.
The hidden gems.
The hidden gems, like we're trying to discover via a very able Kenya Tourism Board. I think, you know, they're doing a very good job to be able to, you know, decipher for us those very hidden. Now, a guide is with the clients for 95% of the time. That means that you have to train people. And that's why I talked about the grooming, yourself, how you know, your self-presentation. You know, this is important because our clients are not able to see 55 million of us. So they form an impression on how they are treated by the guides. If the guides are good, then that means the country, in their perception, the country is excellent. So we have to have very good representatives, people who are knowledgeable on wildlife, on the cultures, and also in human skills, interactions. And so because our programs are actually, you know, social skills programs. Then from there, we have a program on air cargo. We always forget, Safreen, that airlines don't just carry passengers. They also carry cargo. Actually, we even have airlines called freighters that are dedicated on cargo alone. FedEx, Magma, they're all there, DHL. So, and then that is another cause that is not very well known. We think that air cargo is all about physical and lifting, and that's not true. An air cargo planner or an agent is a person who ensures that the correct type of cargo goes to the correct part of an aircraft. Aircraft carries quite a lot of different types of cargo. There could be radioactive substances, there could be live animals, there could be human remains, there could be flowers that require refrigeration and so on and so forth. Pharmaceuticals, you know, temperature control substances. There's a way that they are handled.
So it's an entire skill.
It's an entire skill. And even during COVID, Safreen, the cargo area never slowed down. Because remember the PPEs, remember the vaccines all coming by air. So this is an area that is not very well known, but in other parts of the world, like the group that you're taking to Serbia, many of them are going to work in the cargo industry. So this is an area that we really have to think about because it is quite something, and it's a real one. Now, coming back to hospitality courses a bit, we have now gone beyond what you used to call outside catering. Today you have banqueting and events management. Today, Safreen, when you have an occasion, it could be a wedding, you know, it could be a graduation, whatever it is, you want to leave that in the hands of an able planner for your banquet,
so that you can also enjoy
the headache, protocol. You know, who is in charge of transportation, the meals, the high table, who is going to talk fast and so on. So this is another area that is quickly catching up. And all these programs, for them to be marketable, you also have, of course, to infuse them with IT skills, because our exams, for example, are all IT. You write your exam on IT and it's digital. Within a few minutes, you get your results. And also languages. If you want to be, you know, if you want to be really marketable, and we offer 2 free languages, then you have to embrace other languages, not just
English. Which languages are you currently offering?
You do Arabic for the cabin crews because they are focusing on the mega carriers like Emirates, Qatar, you know, Fly Dubai, and so on, Etihad. So we do that. You all know that most of the food items are in French. So if you're taking a hospitality course, maybe food production, French is important.
So that's a free, it comes as part of the package?
Yes, on the 45,000 shillings that you charge you per month, that includes accommodation, includes meals, includes, you know, also it includes tuition, accommodation, meals, the 45,000 a month, that is all given.
All right. Yes. Let me understand. How do you vet, because somebody could be watching and they don't know where they fit or what they want, qualifications, like how do you get to decide this, you know,
who does what?
Which course?
Okay, there are 3 items here.
Can you do more than one at the same time? How does it work?
Unless we finish one and do the other, because for each course, as opposed to many institutions that I've seen with a timetable that today I'm free on this time, for us, Monday to Friday, the program is from 8 o'clock until 4, of course with breaks over lunchtime and for lunch as well. But Monday to Friday, you must be in class. Then, of course, over the weekend, it's not a high school. Over the weekend, you are free to go home, visit a relative, visit a friend, and so on over the weekend. So, passion is what it is that we are looking at, because we have deliberately ensured that we have a very elaborate counseling department, career counseling department, because sometimes these Form 4 leavers, and a majority of them leave without getting to know exactly what they want to be. And that is my challenge to many principals and career teachers, that I offer free career guidance all over the country for free, but sometimes when you go to some high school, they say no. Our students all go to universities, or our students, blah, 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 they're busy. So they could open up these doors for those who want to, you know, to hear from us about careers that are available outside the traditional programs that you know. So passion is important for us. And secondly, the grade comes second for us, because that's what is CBE, the competency-based education. You do what it is that you like. That's why you have, you know, the pathways. We have the STEM, we have the social sciences, and you have the performing arts and so on. For us, we're on the social sciences. Let us allow these kids to do exactly what it is that they want. And experience has shown to us that those who come with a D, with a D+, they actually perform, because they know they are inadequate in a way. They perform even better than those who have even higher grades than them. So number one, of course, is they have to love the course. Number two, then they have to have the passion. And thirdly, of course, they will have somebody to pay for them their fees.
All right. The money part is important.
Yes.
You had what comes as part of the package, 45,000?
45,000 a month. And that includes accommodation, that includes meals. Meals are 5 in a day.
5 meals in a day?
Breakfast.
This economy.
10 o'clock tea. There's lunch. There's 4 o'clock tea.
Okay.
And of course, there's also dinner. And the 45,000 a month, I keep on saying, if you are a rice farmer somewhere in Mwea, or you do, you know, you do maize, wherever it is that you are, we're in a boarding environment. We are able to do barter trade for this at market rates, and your child is able to learn with air travel and related
So it's not just monetary.
Yeah, just
so
monetary.
45,000 a month for a span of, like you said, 2 years?
2 years, yes. 1.5 in class and 6 months industrial attachment, which is still payable because you are with us. We take you to the attachment, whether it's at the airport or the hotel.
Prospects for employment.
Yeah, and prospects for our records show that 84% of our students get jobs wherever it is that you take them for the industrial attachment.
How do you ensure quality? Because the space has become quite competitive, not just locally, but even in the global space, the hospitality industry.
Yes, very.
So how do you maintain your standard of?
Luckily for us, because of the international qualification that we offer, and if you went to IATA website, you'll find that Air Travel and Related Studies Center is a Premier SACCO member. You're only 10 in the world, meaning that they look at how many students you enroll, their pass rates, and their transition into employment at the end of the programs. So that is number one. You're very happy to be a part of the IATA Premier SACCO for the 19th year running, since the inception of the award. It has been very lonely until the last 2 years for me, when Kenya Airways also joined as another Premier SACCO member to represent Kenya. It has been me for the last 17 years, now year 2. At least I have good company. Now, how else do we make sure that we control the quality? Is by having to train our lecturers at all given time. The Kenya School of TVET, we take our students, our lecturers there, so that they get the fine details as to how it is to impact knowledge on these young learners. And suffering, our intakes are always going on. We do not have 1 or 2 intakes. Our intakes at every odd month of the year. Why odd month of the year to start with?
So if you're ready today, you're good.
Yes, to go. Every odd of the year, odd month of the year. January, March, May, we have a July intake now, we have a September and November intake coming.
Okay.
Now, why so many intakes? Because you only take 30 students in a class. Why so few? Because you took more than that to not be able to provide a proper industrial attachment for our students. So it's very important. And there are those parents who are always asking, oh, what about if my child is 16 and a half? Or they finish very early these days. The TVET Act says anybody between 16 onwards can join a tertiary education, and we have them, so nobody should be able to worry about that.
The world is going technology.
Yes.
We are already there.
Yes.
Talk to me about technological integration, innovation, and how you're opening up these young minds to go where we are going in terms of technology.
First one is AI. AI is a very important tool, as long as it is not misused. It should not be used for copying exams. It should be used for more research and getting more accurate information. But I always insist to my students, because we integrate it in our training as a requirement even from IATA. I always let my students know that some of these details should always be confirmed with a second source. That is not always enough. But we are lucky already. Actually, IATA was ahead of times. We are lucky that bookings are online, hotel reservations are online, and so on. So whatever it is that we can be able to offer on an online platform, we do offer that. But there are those areas where, like, the human touch is needed, preparing of meals. I know robots are already with us here, but we have not gotten to that level, even if there is a chapter that has not been introduced by examiners regarding robotics and in the service industry and hospitality. So whatever it is that our examiners implement or talk to us about, we implement. And it has been quite a very easy time for us, because whatever it is that is acceptable in the country is also acceptable worldwide. And since our examination is international, then you're able to, of course, produce the best that there is in the world.
All right. Run me through the thread of student support while in the institution and even after.
We have permanent Wi-Fi, we ensure. Of course, little things like power taken care of, water taken care of, serious career counselors who come to talk to them about current trends in the industry, any other support that they require. For example, personally, I operate an open door policy for students. I actually go to class like any other lecturer. Why do you go to class? To ensure that, because I still feel that I'm suffering something to offer. With my 34 years experience. So the integration is easy. Like before I came here, I was from class to see that my students have gone. For the ones who are going for industrial attachment, they have taken off. They're all over. They're all over. Call at Swissport, call all the 5-star hotels and so on, both at the airport and in the hotels around the country. So the support is there. And then the open door policy has ensured that our students are able to integrate and freely be able to interact with lecturers and other teaching staff. And consequently, they are very well and very much sought after in the industry, and it works out.
How does all this make you feel? Is it 35 years or
35 years.
How does it make you feel?
Excellent. The biggest achievement for me is when you're in a flight. The other time I was on a flight from Amsterdam to New York. And I'm getting an upgrade from business class to first class. I'm asking, who has done that? And are you student will say, that was your mwalimu, and he put you on a different flight, on a different class of service. Or when you're staying in a hotel in Dubai or wherever it is, and you get the front to pay your bill after you stay in a hotel, and they tell you, no, your bill has been paid. By who? By your former students. It makes you feel very good. It's not always the financial aspect of it. Most importantly, it is what it is that you have made your students achieve. I've trained 18,000 students for free. 50% of them are not in the country, over 34 years. They're not in the country. They even have their own associations and clubs and walls, Air Travel, Dubai, Air Travel, Qatar, Air Travel, whatever it is. That makes you very, very, very proud. And I have also brought, as much as I could, the service to different parts of Kenya. What I've done, I do not have branches. What I have are admission offices, so that I remove that burden of you coming all the way from, Busia to Air Travel and Related Study Center in Karen just to make an inquiry. So what I've done is that I've opened admission offices where I have competent personnel who will be able to provide, the kind of information that you need, so that all you need to do is come in having all the information for enrollment. So I have Kisii, I have Kisumu, I have Busia, I have Kakamega, Bungoma, Kitale. I do have also Makutano in Kapenguria. I have Kitale, Nakuru, Nyeri, Nanyuki, Meru, Embu, Machakos, Nyahururu, and Mombasa.
All right. And those are admission
offices, not branches.
Okay.
I just made sure that I brought inquiries, and I brought that service to the people. Online
website, probably?
Yes. I'm reachable. My telephone contact is 0721 380 590. That's the general line for Air Travel and Related Study Center is 0721 380 590. And then there are those who like to make personal inquiries and they like to contact me directly. The number is 0733 604 139. 0733 604 139. So can be able to give them the contact for their nearest office. They go and make an inquiry there, so that when it comes to enrollment, they have all the information that they need.
All right. Talk to me about what the future looks like.
Very bright. I must say that because we're offering international qualification, and for those who are lucky to go to institutions like us, where the training is international, even the sky is not the limit. Kenya is, and Africa for that matter, is very lucky to have 75% of its population being below 35 years. And that is almost a contrast in other parts of the world, and especially Europe. That simply means, Afrin, that we do not have to do training for the Kenyan market only. The whole of Europe is waiting for youth talent in the industries. And in those parts of the world, these are huge businesses. In fact, in many countries of Europe, their domestic tourism numbers are 3/4 of what they get from other, the international. So as long as you have a proper qualification, you have good conduct, you can be able to, converse properly in a good language that they speak on the other side, the sky is the limit. So let us not just train for the Kenyan market. Let us think about getting international examiners to ensure that students can be able to work anywhere in the world. And that will get our population bringing in a lot of foreign exchange. And that will take care of our foreign exchange needs as a country. And I'm looking at a very bright future.
All right. Thank you so much, Charles Gaku, and also for ending it on that note. Seems like you're not done, eh? There's a lot that we still have to expect.
I'm Mwalimu, so it can go on and on.
It's always a pleasure having you on board. Charles Gaku is the Managing Director of Air Travel and Related Studies Center. We've just been talking about what the institution offers. And of course, congratulations. 50% of the ones who've gone through your hands.
Out of the country.
Yeah, that's a milestone right there.
Yes.
We'd like to end it there, and of course a conversation we should be picking up in the near future. For now, we want to pave way for our health conversation that we had lined up for you. Imagine, being sick and you cannot show, so nobody really believes you. You are okay today, tomorrow you are not okay. It's on and off. Those are the struggles that warriors of lupus out there go through, and the access to education, the cost implication, the lack of information, the stigma. That is what we'll be talking about on the other side. But for now, we take a very short break.
Bye.